from the Money Mantra, and we are back with another Forex education video. I created my channel to help as many people as possible become independent and profitable traders. So if that sounds like you are in the right place at the right time. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I have officially hit 400 uploads on YouTube, so there's so much content for you to catch up on. If you are a new trader, if you just want to improve your strategies, I have something for everyone. But in today's quick video, we're going to be looking at what gold did this week because my analysis played out so perfectly, and I'm really excited to share this analysis with you. So we're going to open up the initial trade idea that I posted on June 9th, 2025. I actually posted this on TradingView as well and within my trading community. This is what I was looking at initially, and then we're going to see what actually happened. So, if you've been on my channel for some time, you'll know that I have changed my strategy several times. But now, the thing that I rely on the most and what I should have been paying attention to from the beginning is simply just support and resistance, right? Because if the market reacts a certain way around an area of support or resistance, you can have an idea of what it may do. And this is because the market tends to repeat itself over and over again. So when I'm adding these lines and notations to my chart, I'm just simply looking at previous areas of support and resistance. So this trade idea was for a buy, and let me just back up for a second. It was for a buy, and I said gold may be buying today and possibly for the rest of the week. And then I dropped a couple of TPs that they could target and also stop losses as well. Now, the way that I set my TPs when I am looking for buys is I simply just use previous highs and I see where has the market been before because there's a likelihood that it could continue to do that. In addition to the candles telling you that, you also can add indicators to your chart that can give you additional confirmation. One indicator that I love to use in my analysis is the stochastic, and this is how I use it. If the stochastic is facing up with the blue line above, that's usually a bullish sign for me that the market will buy, and you can see other examples of that here. If I'm going to be looking for a sell, I will look for the stochastic, ideally to be crossing below 80. And I would need for it to be facing down with the orange line on top. And we can see examples of that here. And one thing I also like about gold is it's going to travel thousands of pips a day, most days. So you can really be profitable if you learn how to just use simple support and resistance and what the market's telling you. You have to learn to trade what you see and not what you want. Now, an area of support is typically where the market will buy. You'll see it'll usually after a short or long selling trend, and the market will have a hard time getting lower and it will start to push up. These are known as areas of support. The opposite of support is resistance. This can be found after a buying trend or buying candle. And you'll notice that although the market was previously buying with a lot of momentum, it just hit a stop and then it reversed. These are known as areas of resistance. Now, one of four things could happen once the market gets to these areas. It can come to an area of support and it can bounce back up, which is usually what it's expected to do, or it can break below that previous area of support. Let's go here, right? It can break below the previous area of support and it can start to sell. Once it gets to an area of resistance, it can continue to sell. So let's look here. It can get to an area of resistance and continue to push down. Or we can see like what happened here. It'll come to a previous area of resistance and it will break above. So if it gets to that area and is doing the same thing that it's done, you would want to take the trade in that direction, especially if your indicators align. But if it gets to that area and it does something different, that may be a sign that the market is reversing and you might want to trade the other way. So after I marked up my previous areas of support and resistance, I noticed that the market could have sold here like it did before, but it didn't. It actually broke above that resistance and it continued to buy. Not only did it continue to buy, but this blue candle had a lot of body, letting me know that the buyers were strong and that they could carry the market to the next levels or the previous highs that it's been before. Right? So if this is making sense, just go ahead and comment gold down below so I know that you are still with me and watching the video. So not only did the market break above the previous level, but it did so with a lot of momentum. And then remember, we have our bullish signs on the stochastic. It's facing up. The blue line is on top. And an additional confirmation is it has crossed above 80. If it was crossing below, we would be looking for sells. So this was the trade idea. I posted it with everything I just explained to you guys, so you can go back and read it. But we can see how the trade played out, right? We can see that not only did the trade hit our TPs, right, but it also continued to buy. And if we look, we can see here was a previous area of resistance. The market sold here multiple times. Once it broke above that area of resistance, it continued to buy. We see the same thing happening here. It could have sold, but it broke above and it continued to buy. Here's another level. It broke above and continued to buy, right? So we can see what's happening now. Is it going to break above and continue to buy on its way to 3,500? Or is it going to reject it and sell back to the previous level? So overall, this was a pretty profitable trade idea. It was really a simple analysis. When it comes to trading, you have to follow the same process over and over and over again. And if you find out that something is working, do more of that thing. If you find out that something isn't working, do less of that thing. So if you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful, just go ahead and give this video a like. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you never miss when I drop new videos. If you want to work with me more closely or learn about me outside of YouTube, you can find all of that information down below in my description box. So I look forward to hearing from you guys, and that's really all I have for you today. Until next time, rich friends.